All right, so in this video, we're going to be rebuilding Arsenal FC, the mighty Arsenal, members of the European Super League, the prestigious Super League that's probably not going to happen. But in this rebuild, we're going to try to win either the Premier League or the Champions League with Arsenal, preferably both. So the rules for this rebuild: cannot play any games unless it is the Champions League final if we reach it. And we're not going to be making any signings in January windows. So the transfers that we make in the summer in that first window, that will be the squad that we're stuck with till the end of the season. And I mean, the other rule we have is don't mess this up. Arsenal are in dire need of a rebuild, and we are going to try and fix this mess of a team that they got. So if you guys want to see more rebuild type videos, drop a like on this video, and then also drop a comment down below on which team you think we should rebuild next. All right, so we've transfer listed David Luiz, Willian, and Lacazette. I feel like we just need to move on from these three players. I think we're going to try and keep Aubameyang throughout this rebuild because he kind of seems like a true Arsenal player, but we're going to try to sell Lacazette, maybe buy a younger striker, sell Willian, and then also get rid of David Luiz. I do not want to see David Luiz in my defense. All right, so immediately an offer for Lacazette from Atletico Madrid. That seems like a decent destination for him, so we are going to let Lacazette go. All right, so Lacazette was sold for 43.5 million, but we need a backup striker, and we also need some new center backs. All right, so for center back, I'm thinking Pau Torres or Diego Carlos. I think we're going to try going after Carlos first. If we could get like him for like 50 million or 60 maybe, I would do that. Let's try 50 million, see what they say. 71. All right, 71.1. How about 62.5? See what they say to that. That's a lot of money, but we do need a center back desperately, and they accept that. All right, so we also went in for Pau Torres for 45 million, and they accepted that. So 62.45. Pau Torres is much younger. I think we're going to go after Pau Torres. He seems like the better option here. All right, so Pau Torres, first signing of this rebuild. So now we have two young center backs to kind of grow into this defense. So we definitely need a backup striker and then maybe like a backup CDM as well. So we have still 100 million to work with. You know, Patson Daka from Red Bull Salzburg actually looks pretty decent. 21 years old, 77 rated, and he's pretty cheap. If we could get a good deal here, I would definitely pick him up to be a backup striker. What about 25 million? 37. All right, might want a little more than I thought. All right, so we got Daka accepted for 34.5 and then Malin accepted for 50. So that's like 15 million more for probably the better player. You know, we'll go in for a third. We'll go in for Isak as well. All right, so Isak was accepted for 50 million as well. I think Isak is going to be the best option here, so we're going to sign him up for 50 million. All right, so Isak is signed up. We also signed Malacia from Feyenoord to be a backup left back for about like 20 million. All right, David Luiz was sold to Bilbao, so we have 46 million now. All right, we're throwing 45 million at West Ham for Declan Rice. 49.3. We can afford that. Let's try and make it 47.5, and will they accept this? Yes, they will. All right, 47.5 for Declan Rice. So this will probably be our last signing. Xhaka would go to the bench, and then Rice would slot in alongside Partey, and then El Neni would go to the reserves, I guess. And then maybe if we sell Willian, we can buy a new winger, but I think we're going to do that. And that is most of our money. All right, so transfer window is over. We did not do any more business after signing Declan Rice, and we have basically no money left. So we're stuck with this team for the first season. We're in the Europa League. If we could win that, that would be great, even though that's not a target in this rebuild. We have 2 wins and 2 draws so far in the Premier League. So we're going to sim to the end of the season and see where we end up. All right, so season 1 is done, and we actually did so much better than I thought we would. Let's go over what happened in season 1. In the Premier League, we finished in 2nd place. I was not expecting that. Liverpool run away with the league, 12-point lead over us in 2nd, but for us to finish in 2nd, that is such a good first season of this rebuild. 8 points clear of Chelsea in 5th, so we get Champions League next season. That is the main goal of this first season, and we're right there with Liverpool. Even though we're 12 points off, we're still right there in 2nd. So Liverpool won the FA Cup. They beat us in the semis 4-0. We got to the semis though, at least. Liverpool also won the Carabao Cup in the semis. No, we were eliminated by Derby in round 4, so that is pretty poor. And then Champions League, it's Man City 4-1 over Atletico, and Europa League, it is going to be Napoli 2-1 over United. United beat us in the quarterfinals, I'm pretty sure. No, round of 16 they beat us. But first season, finished 2nd. We're in the Champions League. I think that is a great first season. Hopefully we don't get fired. I don't think we should get fired after a season like this. All right, season 2 begins. We have 159 million to work with. That is a lot of money to work with, but we lost Odegaard because he went back to Real Madrid. So we're going to need a new cam if we stick with this formation. And his value is like 150 million. so I don't think we're gonna re-sign him. I think that would just be way too expensive. We could go after someone like Fakir or maybe try to find someone else. Because 147 to 214 million, I don't think I want to pay that for Odegaard. All right, so I completely forgot. We have Saliba back. We have Torreira back from Atletico Madrid. That's where he was on loan to, right? I might be wrong. And then Guendouzi is back as well. So we have a lot of players returning in the second season. I'm thinking we keep Torreira. He's a very good player. Same with Guendouzi. I would keep Guendouzi too. I feel like he'd be a good option on the bench or just for depth. I do want to sign a new winger though, because Willian is not going to cut it on the bench. So we need a cam and a winger. All right, so we sent in offers for Fakir and then Thomas Lemar, both for basically the same price. Lemar is younger, so we're going to sign up Thomas Lemar to be our new cam replacement for Odegaard. Now, he's not as good as Odegaard, but still a pretty decent cam to throw into this first team. All right, so we kind of just broke the bank for Gonçalves. We signed him for 60 million, so he's going to be the replacement for Willian on the bench, just adding more depth at our winger positions. I feel like we're not looking too bad. All right, so we have made another signing. We've signed Nacho Fernandez from Real Madrid for only 15 million to be some more backup at center back. So we're kind of slowly just improving the depth of this team. All right, so I think I kind of want to run this season 2 with this team and see how we do. So we signed Thomas Lemar to replace Odegaard. We signed Gonçalves for the bench. And we got back a lot of players from loan. So I'm curious to see what this team can do in season 2 back in the Champions League. Finished second in the Premier League last season. What can we do in season 2? All right, so end of season 2. I don't think this one went too well. I have not seen for myself, so let's find out how we did in the Premier League. We finished 8th after finishing second last season, so all the way down to 8. It's like a 20-point drop off. How does that make sense? Our team got better. How does that make sense? Liverpool still run away with the league again. So FA Cup final, we were in it and we lost to Man City 3-1. So we made a cup final, we just lost to Man City, but we did win the Carabao Cup actually. So we do get a trophy in season 2, even though it's probably the least wanted trophy of all 4 of them. Champions League, it's Real Madrid winning over Inter Milan. We did not get out of the group stage. 1 win, 2 draws, and 3 losses in a group with Bayern, Monaco, and Club Brugge. That is a complete failure. And then United won the Europa League. Yeah, so I don't know what wrong. I don't know what wrong this season with this team. So no Champions League next season. We're going to be back in the Europa League. So that is not good. Not good at all. But maybe if we can make some more additions to this team, maybe we can do better in the Premier League next season. Maybe. At least what I'm hoping for. And then my manager rating is a 41. We might get fired. If we get fired, that is the end of this rebuild. That is just a failure. All right. We regret to inform you that the board has decided to relieve you of your duties. We got fired. We actually got fired in our first rebuild. I can't believe that. So contract terminated by Arsenal. Man, we had a much better team than finishing 8th. That is ridiculous. And then the only team offering us contract is West Brom. You know what? We're going to take it. We're going to take this job with West Brom. This Arsenal rebuild might pivot into a avoid relegation with West Brom video. So now we are the manager of West Brom. So we finished in 16th. I think maybe the goal for this video now is in the next season to keep West Brom up in the Premier League. They were only 6 points clear relegation this season. So we'll see how we do next season West Brom, and we'll also keep track of Arsenal, see how they do after firing us. So let's just jump into season 3. All right, this West Brom team is not looking too great. You probably did not think you'd be watching a West Brom rebuild in this video. I did not either. So we have 42 million. It's actually more than I expected that I thought we'd have. So closer to like 50 million to work with. All right, so like we are weak in so many positions that I don't even know who to sign. And I'm trying to save as much money as we can. I feel like Minamino would be a great option for the right mid position. And he's not that expensive. Jose Perez would not be bad either. All right, Jose Perez, welcome to West Brom. All right, second signing, Jefferson Lerma, formerly of Bournemouth, is now playing for West Brom at CDM. So Jose Perez on the right, Lerma at CDM. Vogue goes back into the center back position. This is basically just Operation Survive at the Premier League. Do not get relegated. All right, so we've made one final signing, and that is all of our money. And that player is Allen from Everton, 31-year-old. So that is going to be our big money signing of this window. So that is pretty much it for signings. So this is how our team is going to look this season. This team should stay up, but now I've lost all my confidence in simming. So we're going to sim to about like March or April, see where we're at. And this will be the last season of this video. So we'll jump to that point, and then from there we'll sim to the end of the season and see if we survive and avoid relegation with West Brom. Also see where Arsenal finished the season as well. All right, so we are into March 1st, and Currently in the Premier League, we are sitting in 18th, 3 points away from 16th and 17th. 3 wins, 8 draws, and 17 losses for us this season. This is turning into a nightmare. So towards the end of the season, it's going to get very close to see if we get relegated or not. So I think we're going to go through it month by month. We were eliminated in the FA Cup by West Ham. We lose to Burnley 2-1. Sheffield United, that's a draw. We probably needed a win there against Liverpool. It's going to be a loss probably, and it's a 2-0 loss. All right, not a surprise there. And now we've fallen into 19 with only 7 games to go. Man, this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. We need a win so badly. Why can't we just get 1 win? This team is not that bad. So we got Leeds next. Hopefully this is going to be, that's another 1-0 loss. Come on. This is getting ridiculous now. It's getting quite ridiculous. Watford, maybe we could get a win away from home. Nope, another 1-0 loss. I am about sick of this. So now we're 5 points away from 16 and 7. No, it's just 17. 16 is pulling away. So our best hope looks like 17th. We could finish 20th this season. We're tied with Burnley. And we have Everton, Wolves, and Man City. This is not looking good. This is just not looking good. I did not expect things to go this badly. Wolves is going to be another 2-0 loss. Yeah, this is pretty much just a nightmare. Man City is going to be a loss. And we don't even get to that point. We're just terminated. Like, bro, could this have gone any worse? Fired twice in one video. And now Derby is the only team offering us a contract. Oh, talk about a rebuild video going wrong. This is ridiculous. All right, so Derby are in 15th. No real threat of being relegated. So we're going to sim to the end of the season and then check the Premier League standings pretty much. Wow, I really thought this video was going to go better. That Arsenal season 2 just screwed us. That team should not have finished 8th. That team was so good. At least like a top 6 team, at least Europa League. All right, I want to check how Arsenal did in the Premier League. So let's check. Premier League, Arsenal finished in 7th. That's not even that much better. Oh, it's glitched. Now it's saying they played 73 games, so it's all glitched. Was West Brom still 19th? West Brom still 19th, so maybe those standings are right. It's just the points are glitched. So West Brom got relegated. We failed 2 objectives in this rebuild, but Arsenal without us did not do that much better. So I at least feel a little bit better about that. But wow, looking at this Arsenal team, this was just a complete failure. Saka went up to an 88 though. That's pretty good. Partey 87, Declan Rice 82, Thomas Lamar 84. Those 2 did not grow that much. They signed Toby Alderweireld from Spurs. Yeah, like that would happen. They fire me and then sign a Tottenham player. Yeah, that makes sense. That season 2 screwed us so bad. But this video is going to end with us failing 2 objectives, failing the initial objective with Arsenal, and then failing with West Brom to keep them up. Oh, not the way I expected this video to go. But I mean, maybe that's a good thing. If we fail in these videos, we fail. We don't redo anything. We don't re-record any seasons. And this was just a complete failure, even though I'm kind of upset with Arsenal not giving us a chance in season 3. I feel like with that money in season 3, we could have made or could have done a lot better than we did in season 2. But that is going to be it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like on it. And then in the comments, tell me the team that you want us to rebuild next. But that is it for this video. So drop a like once again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you all have a great day.